Hey there, my friend. Welcome. Today we're diving into something really simple, but incredibly powerful. 150 sentences for your daily routine. Now, you might be thinking, 150 sentences? That sounds like a lot. But trust me, by the end of this session, you'll feel like you've just had a long, friendly conversation in English, and these sentences will naturally stick in your mind. Why is this important? Because daily routine sentences are the backbone of real-life English. They are the things you say every single day. When you wake up, when you go to work, when you relax at night. And once you know these, you won't have to stop and translate in your head anymore. You'll just speak. So, imagine this like a podcast. No rush, no boring textbook stuff. Just you and me, talking through real sentences you can use starting today. We'll cover everything, from waking up in the morning, to what you do at work, to winding down before bed, and I'll explain every little thing along the way, so you don't just memorize words, you understand how to use them. Let's get started. Main script. All right, let's start at the beginning of the day, the moment you open your eyes. Morning is full of simple actions, but in English we use short, useful sentences for them. I'll go step by step. Morning routine. Sentences. I wake up at 6:30. This is the most basic one. You can change the time. I wake up at 7. I wake up late on weekends. I usually snooze my alarm. That's when you hit the snooze button to sleep a bit longer. I get out of bed slowly. Notice we say get out of bed, not stand up from bed. I make my bed every morning. A small sentence, but a great habit. I open the curtains to let the sunlight in. This one feels like real life, right? I drink a glass of water first thing in the morning. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. I take a shower. I dry myself with a towel. I get dressed for the day. You can also say, I put on my clothes. I comb my hair. I put on deodorant. I make a cup of tea. I prepare breakfast. I have toast and eggs for breakfast. I drink a cup of coffee. I read the news on my phone. I check my emails. I pack my bag for work. I put on my shoes. I grab my keys. I lock the door before I leave. I say goodbye to my family. I leave for work at 8 o'clock. Here I'd pause and speak naturally, like I'm sharing a thought. You see how these sentences aren't complicated? They're the real English people use every day. If you practice them, you won't have to think twice when talking about your morning. Commuting sentences. I walk to the bus stop. I wait for the bus. I get on the bus. I tap my card to pay. I find a seat near the window. I listen to music on the way to work. I scroll through social media. I check the time often. I get off the bus at my stop. I walk to my office. If driving, you'd swap sentences like, I start the car. I fill up the tank. I listen to the radio while driving. Work routine sentences. I arrive at work on time. I greet my colleagues. I turn on my computer. I check my schedule for the day. I reply to emails. I attend a meeting. I take notes during the meeting. I work on my tasks. I call a client. I prepare a report. I have a coffee break. I chat with coworkers. I continue my work after the break. I send important files to my boss. I go out for lunch. I order food at a restaurant. I pay the bill. I walk back to the office. I work until evening. I finish my tasks for the day. I shut down my computer. I say goodbye to everyone. I leave the office. I head back home. Evening routine. Sentences. I get home around 7. I take off my shoes. I change into comfortable clothes. I relax for a while. I check my messages. I talk with my family. I help prepare dinner. I set the table. I enjoy dinner with my family. I wash the dishes. I clean the kitchen. I watch TV for a bit. I read a book. I take a walk outside. I call a friend. I scroll through social media again. I prepare a cup of tea. I talk about my day with my partner. I tidy up the living room. I prepare my bag for tomorrow. I pack my lunch. I write in my journal. I plan my next day. I take a shower before bed. I brush my teeth again. I put on my pajamas. I check my phone one last time. I set my alarm for tomorrow. I turn off the lights. I go to bed around 11. I fall asleep quickly. Here I'd take a friendly pause. You see how natural this feels? These are sentences you can repeat every day. You could literally narrate your day out loud as practice. I'm waking up now. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm drinking tea. And guess what? Your brain will start thinking in English. Extra situations, weekends, and more. I wake up later on weekends. I make pancakes for breakfast. I clean my room. I do the laundry. I fold my clothes. I vacuum the floor. I water the plants. I visit my parents. I meet friends for lunch. I go shopping. I try on clothes at the store. I pay with my card. I watch a movie in the evening. I order pizza. I stay up late watching YouTube. Special days, travel or holidays. I pack my suitcase. I check my passport. I book a taxi to the airport. I go through security. I board the plane. I take photos during my trip. I try local food. I explore new places. I buy souvenirs. I return home tired but happy. Extra conversation starters. I wake up early because I like mornings. I can't function without coffee. I check the weather before I leave home. I love reading in the evening. I always call my mom on Sundays. I go for a run when I have time. I do yoga to relax. I write my to-do list before bed. I sometimes work late. I try to sleep 8 hours every night. I talk to myself in English. I describe my actions out loud. I practice English while doing chores. I listen to English podcasts in the morning. I repeat new words when I cook. I learn phrases while walking to work. I speak English with my friends online. I watch English shows without subtitles. I think in English when I'm alone. I read English books to improve. I try to use new words every day. I keep a vocabulary notebook. I talk about my day in English before bed. I practice pronunciation in front of the mirror. I ask questions in English when I travel. I try to stay positive about learning. I remind myself to be patient. I celebrate small improvements. I never give up on English. I make English part of my daily life. I enjoy the process of learning. I feel proud when I use English well. I speak slowly but clearly. I believe I will be fluent. I practice every day without excuses. Closing, natural and motivational. And there you have it, 150 sentences for your daily routine. You see how natural they feel. You don't need to memorize long paragraphs, just small sentences like these that you can use. Here's a tip. Start speaking these sentences out loud as you live your day. When you wake up, say, I'm waking up. When you make breakfast, say, I'm making breakfast. It might feel funny at first, but it works like magic. The more you use these sentences, the faster your brain starts thinking in English. And remember, fluency isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Practice these every single day, and one day you'll realize you're not translating anymore. You're just speaking. Thanks for staying with me till the end. Now it's your turn. Choose 5 sentences from today and start using them right now. Tomorrow, add 5 more. Slowly, you'll own all 150.